Hello all you hardcores out there, how are you doing? It's Porky here from Porky's Corner. I'm the voice of hardcore boxing. Well then again, you already know that, don't you? Because that's why you've tuned into my channel. Yeah, my channel. I've had this channel since November 2017. Oh God. And loads of people have tried to shut me down. They've tried everything. Isn't that right? You know what I'm talking about, don't you? We tried everything, but we're still here. We're here as long as I want to be here. I'll do this channel as long as I want to do it. And when I get bored of it, I'll just toss it away like rubbish. That's what I'll do when I get bored of it. But I'm not bored yet. I'm only just getting warmed up. Now, the video I'm going to do today is called Weapon of the Week.
Weapon of the Week!
It's a video that's chosen by me, Big P, or should I say Little P, because I'm under 11 stone now, which is not good, is it? Trying to get some weight on, but what can you do? But on with the show. Weapon of the Week. After much soul searching, is that what it's called? Soul searching. And thinking, who can I pick for Weapon of the Week this week? Who can I pick? Well, the biggest news in boxing, and that was good news this week, was the Wood Conlan fight. And what a fight! What warriors! I tip my hat to both of them. I tip my hat off to both of them. I had Lee Wood to win by stoppage in late rounds. So did Carl Froch. Everybody said we were crazy. Michael Conlan's a masterful boxer. Well, in my opinion, who has he really beat? Now, he's in a world title fight, but nobody can give me 3 names that he's been in with to suggest that he's worthy of beating somebody as seasoned as Lee Wood. So that's why I went with Lee Wood, right, to win. So I picked Lee Wood. But I'm not going to pick Lee Wood for Weapon of the Week because, in my opinion, he is the hero of the week. Because Lee Wood, when he won that fight, he won it on his own. And after the stoppage at the end, or the knockout, he conducted himself fantastic, and he really went up in my estimation. But his team, God, they're lower than a snake's belly, aren't they? So the person I've decided to choose this week for Weapon of the Week, it's not Ben Davidson. He just gets out-nudged. And do you know why? He gets out-nudged by somebody who's doing his dirty work for him. Yeah, that's right, you. Barry the Bacon Smith. Only thing missing were you eating a bacon sandwich, Barry, at the end, because that's what you like, innit? A good old bacon sandwich with a bit of HP sauce. I don't like arselookers in boxing.
Listen, Ben's always getting a load of stick for what I don't know. He's Trey's the undisputed champion. Look at the job he's done with Lee Wood, you know. We didn't expect this from Lee Wood when he first come to us, you know. When he's trained Tyson. Brought Tyson back for like 30 stone, got him to fight for the heavyweight title again, which that day he did win that, but he never got a decision. He's done amazing. I don't know why people are on his back all the time. He's British, he's one of us, you know. He should get knighted for what he's done. I'm being serious. He's took boxing to another level, you know, and I'm not this here saying that. It's proven. He's a proven coach. He's one of the best coaches in the world, if not the best. He just got Trainer of the Year, you know. I don't know why people are on his case, but they need to give the man a rest and give him some praise. That's what I think.
And I don't like people who start putting themselves out there when they're only really a number 2 to trainer. They're just carrying spit bucket. So, Barry Smith, aka Barry the Bacon, you are weapon of the week. That's chosen by me, Big P. Now, fantastic fight though, and a great win for Leigh Wood. He overcame adversity. Something that I want you boys to overcome. You and your mate, Ben Davison. You know what I'm on about, don't you, Barry? You know how this thing works, don't you? You've been around the game longer than Ben Davison and achieved 0. But now you're having your moment in the sun. We can't get you off TV. Every time I turn on the TV, we've got Barry the Bacon there. It's not about you, Barry, or your trainer. Oh, God. He's doing interviews all the time. We never got much interviews from you boys after Josh Taylor got his dodgy win against Jack Catchell. We never heard head to tail from you, did we? Do you know why? Because you got away with a robbery that night, didn't you? Oh, yeah. You got away with a robbery. But my argument in all this, right? My argument is this. Why are you running around doing press conferences, sat there on the table? I've never seen anything like this. Am I missing something here? Do I just not get it? I must not get it. Do I not get this? How this is going off here? This is in front of our eyeballs. I must just not be with. I must be on a different planet to all you other people. Trainers, right? I've always had a problem with trainers. I used to give Joe Gallagher loads of stick for this. Loads of stick, and he doesn't do many interviews now, does he? But I used to give him loads of stick in olden days for it. I don't see Peter Fury doing interviews. Do you ever see... I've seen Peter do some, but he don't do that many, does he? Do you ever see Jimmy Tibbs hanging out at the back of IFL? Tell me the last time we seen Jimmy Tibbs do an interview. He's been on my channel, Jimmy Tibbs. I respect him. Any man that can do a 10 stretch for his beliefs and protecting his family, he's a man in my eyes, and took it on chin. He's a real man's man. But I respect Peter Fury as well. He's done a big sentence. He's done a big sentence and more. Millions of pounds took off him. I respect them sort of people. They're people that I look up to. But you, Barry the Bacon, and Ben, boxer-size Ben. I remember when boxer-size Ben first came into boxing, he was tiptoeing around Tyson Fury. He was only there to help Tyson knock a bit of weight off. Said all right things, did all right things. He had piss took out of him by them all, didn't he? It's only banter and all that. He took it on chin. And then he started making his own moves, didn't you, Ben? I'm on to you, Ben. I'm on to you, Bert. I'm not one of them people, right? Like all them others who are around you, and they're going to say this and say that, and then as soon as the first chance to get and you're not there, they'll stab you in the back. Yeah, I always come out, if I've got what to say, I'll always come out like this and say it. And I'll say it to people's faces if they're there, and I have done it past. So, what you two are doing is nothing short of scandalous. There's nothing wrong with taking opportunities. So well done, Barry the Bacon. But you carry a spit bucket. But I'm seeing you in interview after interview after interview. And then to top it off, I've just seen one interview where you're coming out with Ben should be knighted. But, well, if you're talking about Ben Davison being knighted, you're coming out at a press conference and coming out with things like that. And Cameron, stick the clip in. Bing! Right. So you're saying Ben should be knighted. You and Ben must have spoke about this for you to be coming out with it. What next? You're going to stick a letter into to government, to honours committee, because that's all it is. You just write a letter to honours committee recommending somebody gets a knighted or OB or MB's honours committee. It's called. It's not hard to do. It ain't hard to do. It's not hard to do. Oh, I recommended Carl Froch got honours after he beat Booty. It's not hard to do. It's pretty simple, really. You just write in a letter, but you can't go tell. You won't be able to go tell Ben about it, Barry. See, I didn't tell Carl. And you have to go get backing then. You need letters from very important people like MP in Nottingham, Carl's doctor, Barry McGuigan, Robert Smith, people like that. You know, you have to get somebody from media as well to back it. That's how you do it. It's not hard if somebody deserves it. But what has Ben Davison really done to be spoke about in them terms? What? What has he done? He's not achieved anything, has he yet? He's had fighters dropped on his lap and not kept them. Has he kept Tyson? No. Billy Joe? No. Jimmy Tibbs took Billy Joe to the world title. Peter Fury went training when Tyson got world champion when he beat Vladimir. But Peter only had Tyson for 8 training camps, but every one of them camps he had to take weight off him, just like Ben did with Tyson. I mean, people keep talking about, Ben got all that weight off Tyson. Tyson's been doing that all his career. What about the 16 fights he had with the late Hughie Fury, Peter and John's late brother who sadly passed away. May he rest in peace. He had him for 16 camps. Robert McCracken had him for a camp. And Peter Fury had him for 8. So, it ain't nothing new, Tyson having to take weight off, but you keep having to remind us about Ben's achievements, Barry. Why are you doing this? Why? Why do you keep reminding us about what Ben's done in the game? He's been hanging around boxing 2 minutes. We're not saying he wants for the future, but he looks like Adrian Mole with a beard. He's not experienced enough to be put forward as a knighthood or Ring Magazine trainer a year. But people like you, Barry, and I've heard back, whispering in people's ear holes, you know, like the people who deal with the awards and stuff like that. It's not hard to find who's on the committee for the awards for Ring Magazine Trainer of the Year. It's not hard that. But if you go back and look at my videos for the last couple of years, you will see that I've been saying that Ben Davison is putting himself out there for Ring Magazine Trainer and Trainer of the Year Boxing Board of Control. Now, the Boxing Board of Control, they're a weak set of imbeciles. They've given him the award. Fair enough, but what are any other trainers worthy of it? Well, I think there is. What about trainers that are taking kids from nothing and getting them to a British title? People who you'd say won't win an area belt, but they're taking them to British titles. What about them people? What about them trainers? There's trainers up and down this country that are better than your Ben Davidsons. Do you know what I mean? You're a cheerleader, Barry. Weapon of the week, Barry the Bacon Smith. You're a cheerleader, Barry. That's what you are, a cheerleader. But coming out and doing that brazen as though, I don't know what people's problem is with Ben, why he gets so much stick. Why Ben Davison gets so much stick is because he's blowing his own trumpet all the time. And that's not the done thing in boxing. You don't come out and blow your own trumpet. You let others do it for you. Like, I'm a mad Carl Froch fan, and I desperately wanted him to have an MBE. And I went about it the right way. I never told Carl I applied. I went about it the right way, you know, getting like Barry McGuigan and his local MPs and, you know, Robert Smith, Barry and people like that, all backed it. He was like that. The file. People say what he's done is unbelievable. Fight after fight after fight after fight. Killer after killer after killer after killer. One after the other, bring them on. But we're not talking about any gifts in there, are we? Like, do you want to train Tyson? Well, he's got loads of weight that needs taking off him. Do you want to do it? So he trained Tyson Fury, and he got some weight off him. It's not what Hughie and the late Hughie Fury and Peter Fury had not done, or McCracken when he had him for that one camp. McCracken had him for one fight. Look, not a lot of people know that, do they? Robert McCracken. It's nothing what they didn't have to do. You know what I mean? But so Ben never won a world title with Tyson, though, did he? He didn't, did he? He just took some weight off him, and look what happened. He got his head in a really good position, and what did he do? He ballsed it up, telling him to play it safe in first fight. Oh, play it safe, play it safe. What's all that about? Championship rounds. It's a load of nonsense, Barry the Bacon Smith. You know that. But you're now being given a platform and people are listening to you, but you're talking utter rhubarb. Utter rhubarb. Why are you piping up at press conferences? You should be in the background, eating your bacon sandwiches. Stay out of the way. I don't want to see you on my TV. You frighten me. You look scary. People look scared of you. You might go and sit on them and squash them. Do you know what I mean? Hey, listen, this is not the Comedy Channel no more. I'm being serious here. We have a major problem with people like you coming out saying that you should be knighted. Oh my God, what are you on? Eh? What planet are you on? You should be knighted. Knighted for what? Services to arse licking. You had people dropped on his lap. Can't believe what I'm seeing. How many times did Billy Joe leave him? It caused mayhem in that corner when Mark Tibbs had Billy Joe in that Canelo fight. He caused mayhem in fight week, just turning up brazenly. Couple of days before fight, Mark Tibbs says, are you working tonight then at breakfast? He's gone, yeah, I'm in corner. All right, brilliant. Can you imagine how Mark Tibbs felt about that? Ben, how would you feel? How would you feel, Ben, if, I don't know, if Spencer Fearon went and got his trainer's license and he just dropped on Josh Taylor's next fight? If MTK said to Spencer's, he's an arse licker at MTK, and he's a company man, isn't he? Spencer gets the call from MTK, go over there to Spencer, fly over to Scotland or up to Scotland, fly up there on train, Spencer, I want you in corner with Ben and Barry the Bacon. How would you feel if Spencer were dropped on your toes? Spencer Fearon. The knowledge. Fucking hell, the knowledge. How would you feel about that? Boxer-sized Ben. You wouldn't like that, would you, if Spencer were dropped on your toes? Day at fight, you having a breakfast. Are you working tonight, Spencer? Yeah, I'm in corner with you, boxer-sized Ben. Oh, brilliant, that's nice, that, isn't it? Eh? If the tables were turning on you, you wouldn't like that, would you? I know I wouldn't fucking like it. I don't like people coming in here telling me what to do in here. This is my domain here. I'm the man in this factory here, me. I don't like anybody coming up here telling me what I can and can't do. I don't put up with any of that. Do you know what I mean? So I wouldn't put up with you in the corner. I said, sling it up. Sling it up. I think it's disrespectful from you and Billy Joe Saunders. Very disrespectful. And look what happened. We saw what happened, didn't we? You tried to cover it up, didn't you, Ben? But your mate, Barry, singing your praises and, oh, God, you really wanted to come out, though, didn't you, Ben? You wanted to come out and say, I should be knighted for what I've done here. What? Giving Josh Taylor, an elite. Josh Taylor's an elite fighter, top of his game amateur. World champion. Undisputed, £140. Who did all the heavy lifting, though? Shane McGuigan did all the heavy lifting, not you. Shane McGuigan, he did all the heavy lifting. Well, it's true, isn't it? It's all in front of our eyeballs. But Shane McGuigan's not an MTK bumlick. Like you and Barry, is he, Ben? Bumlickers. I don't want to hear all that about, yeah. It's opportunities, you don't knock opportunities back. That's correct, but you also don't go around backstabbing people in the back with knives that have been good to you. Didn't Mark Tibbs and his dad Jimmy Tibbs take you on as a apprentice trainer and show you the ropes? Is that how you repay them? Hey? And now we've got your mate here running around trying to shaft all boxing fans and rewrite history books. Sir Ben Davidson, I can't get my head around that. What planet are you on? You've got to put your time in to get awards. You don't just turn up in your school uniform. Barry, your mate Ben Davidson is one for the future. He's too inexperienced to be having honours awards and things like that. It's craziness. But when I'm hearing of people that you guys, you and Boxer Size Ben, Barry the Bacon and Boxer Size Ben, going around talking to people in the media about what awards Ben should be getting. What awards? Awards? For what? I can't get my head around it, and it gets me all upset. Gets me all upset, and I have to blow a bit of steam off, but this isn't fucking banter what I'm talking here. This is serious stuff. I take this very serious, boxing. Very, very serious. Now, if you go and look at your performances, what have we got? What have we got? We've got Lee Wood got flogged. Lee Wood were getting flogged. He never listened to anything that you're told him to do in that corner. He was concussed for 6 rounds, in my opinion. So he wouldn't have heard anything you'd have said to him. He wouldn't have heard anything. He wouldn't have heard. But you didn't get him that win. He got that win because he dug deep. He dug deep inside himself. That's how he got that win. He didn't get that win because you were putting masterful game plans out. He got put on his arse in round 1. He had to dig deep. Carl Froch had the same problem with George Groves. McCracken didn't get him through that fight. He never listened to anything McCracken said because he was incoherent all the way through the fight because he was getting flogged. You have to dig deep inside yourself, and Lee Wood's got that Nottingham tough guy inside him. That's what he's got. And let's be honest, Dominic Ingle did all heavy lifting with him, didn't he? Not Ben Davidson, Dominic Ingle. Flex. The beach is that way. The Ingle lab is that way. Flex did all the heavy lifting with him. Not fucking you, Ben. And not you, Barry. You want to carry a spit bucket? You carry a spit bucket, mate. But there's nothing wrong with that because I wanted to carry a spit bucket. Do you know what I mean? I wanted to, but they wouldn't let me have a licence because I'm not an arse kiss like some people, but totally embarrassing from you. Embarrassing. So Barry Smith, aka Barry the Bacon, weapon of the week. You wanted to be famous for the last few weeks. You're getting your moment now on Porky's Corner. Everybody take a look at this guy here. When you turn up at the MTK Performance Gym, or whatever it's called, this man here breached you, don't you, Barry? You stood at door. A right picture of health, aren't you? Eh? I can't believe what's going on in boxing at the moment. I can't believe it. People getting fighters dropped on the lap. And then they're ruining the fighters. Ben Davidson, Ben, I know you're watching. You ruined Tyson Fury. That's why you were let go. And after the Otto Walling debacle, if truth be known, that fight should have been stopped, really. If it weren't for the Bob Arum connection and MTK and all that, that fight would have been stopped and it would have been a win for Otto Walling. Because that cut were horrendous. Totally horrendous, but Josh Taylor got flogged. He got flogged by Jack Cattle. He not only got flogged, I think he might even be ruined. I think Jack Cattle probably ruined Josh Taylor. It was so one-sided, it was scary. It was scary. You've seen the backlash, haven't you? That fight was scary. Now, there's something going on behind the scenes. I don't know what, but MTK always seem to get the rub of the green, don't they? Nobody dares say anything because it's all shrouded in mystery. Oh, I better not say no. Might end up shot dead. Well, this is what people are saying in boxing. Everybody's scared to death. I'm not. I'm not scared of MTK. I'll say it as I see it. People may whisper, other YouTubers may whisper, oh, not me. I'm speaking into the camera. MTK do not bother me one bit. What are they going to do? Have me shot dead because I've got an opinion on boxing. But why is it MTK always seem to get the rub of the green? In anything, in the decisions, in the, I don't know, in the purse bids. I don't know. We need to know, don't we? We need to know what's going on, don't we? But, moral of the story is, the powers that be may be shitting the pants, and other people may be shitting the pants. Not me. Not me. And you know what? Boom. If I do get took out, well, At least I got took out for saying what's fucking right. I've never been a coward in my life and I'm frightened of nobody. But when it comes to boxing, I'm very passionate about boxing. You may have noticed. I have plenty rattle, plenty to say. And I've always liked to have my own opinion, especially about boxing. And MTK get the rub of the green all the time. All the time. It's full of our eyeballs. I mean, some of these decisions that we're seeing now are shocking. Like, I just spoke to you about a couple there. Look, Tyson Fury will beating the pants off Otto Wallenberg. He got a horrendous cut and it should have been stopped. That should have been stopped. Should have been. It should have been a win for Otto Wallen and a rematch. It should have been stopped, but is it because he's MTK? I don't know. But what happened to the audio sound in the corner when DAZN caught every word what Billy Joe Saunders said? Mark Tibbs says, can you carry on? We all know what was said. Mark Tibbs said it. And then everybody started taking videos down and dubbing stuff. Is that because of MTK? We're all supposed to be shitting our pants over these. Hey, you don't mean fuck all to me. You don't pay my bills. Hey? I don't know. Maybe they might have took it down because Billy told them to. I don't know, but the point I want to make is I'm not bothered about MTK, and the fans are fed up of all this. MTK this, MTK that. And then we've got you coming out going on about knighthoods. Knighthoods. Fucking hell, man. You've got to earn things like that, earn it. Unbelievable. Barry, you're a fucking Barry the Bacon. Pipe down and stop piping up. Going on about your man, Ben Davison, what he's done. Nobody wants to listen to it. We'll be the judges. And if he's a good trainer, we'll say, do you know what? He's a good trainer, he should be up for trainer of the year. But there were other people that could have won trainer of the year this year. But if truth be known, Josh Taylor got flogged. He got flogged the week before they made the decision on who was trainer of the year. He got flogged. And getting that award, in my opinion, was in bad taste. And then we've got you piping up after the Lee Wood win, who got flogged and pulled it out of the bag. With no thanks to you boys. You carried spit bucket and no thanks to Ben's game plan. That, to me, don't make you trainer of the year. That's just my opinion. If you don't like it, tough shit. Alright? Tough titty, innit? Like me, looking on the internet on a Tuesday morning. Tuesday titty. That's you, Barry, the Tuesday titty. Barry the Bacon Smith. Coming out with that. Totally embarrassing. Weapon behaviour. Weapon of the week. Alright? Come back in about 5 years when Ben Davison's achieved something with somebody from scratch and not stolen fighters from other trainers or be given fighters from a promotional company because he's the go-to guy. You Samuels and that will get you with Ben Davison and we'll get you that fight. Look, we all know what goes on, don't we? Alright, but I want to see Ben Davison winning an award on merit, not just because he's cozying up to border control and telling people in the media like the Gad and other people that he should be winning this, he should be winning that. We all know what happened with people whispering in people's ears from Ring Magazine, you know, Michael Rosenfield and Thomas Hauser, Dan Raphael, they all talk to people and it all gets back to people. It's like a merry-go-round. It just needs odd whispering right here. That's how it happens. That's how what's that? Canastota, Hall of Fame. That's how that's done. What are we going to have? We're going to have Ben Davison in Hall of Fame. For what? We're going to have you coming out for that, Barry. Hey, so I'm not really bothered about knighthoods and that, but if you start coming out about Hall of Fame, I will flip my lid. Alright? Let's see Ben Davison do something with, I don't know, Isaac Lowe, what happened to him? What about the kid who got beat on a Mark Bateson show? What about that one? Nobody mentions that. Why have we got you, Barry, going on about, I might have the wrong person, is it Devin Haney? Why are you going on about Ben Davison training Devin Haney? He's only at number 2 in the corner. He's not the trainer. But yeah, you weren't mentioning about Billy Joe getting beat against Canelo when Ben were number 2, were you? You can't have it both ways. Barry the Bacon Smith. So Barry the Bacon, weapon of the week. Don't have nightmares. Peace out.